U.S. traders who wanted to go long or short with leverage using their own crypto as collateral had two choices: go offshore or don't. That just changed. CFTC-regulated spot margin trading is now live on Kraken Pro. Up to 10 times leverage, long or short, your crypto as collateral. Unleash your trading potential. Download Kraken Pro on the App Store or Google Play. Spot margin trading involves substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for everyone. Leverage magnifies gains and losses. View Ninja Trader disclosures for more information on brokerage services. Geographic restrictions apply. Terms apply. U.S. traders who wanted to go long or short with leverage using their own crypto as collateral had two choices: go offshore or don't. That just changed. CFTC-regulated spot margin trading is now live on Kraken Pro. Up to 10 times leverage, long or short, your crypto as collateral. Unleash your trading potential. Download Kraken Pro on the App Store or Google Play. Spot margin trading involves substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for everyone. Leverage magnifies gains and losses. View Ninja Trader disclosures for more information on brokerage services. Geographic restrictions apply. Terms apply.
It's one of those places that holds different meanings for us throughout our lives. When we are young, it's a reward for getting good grades, a treat for a particularly challenging soccer game, or a secret moment shared with a parent. When we are older, it's the go-to stop for an office birthday cake, a nostalgic treat after a particularly challenging work week, or a secret moment shared with one of our kids. It's where we hang out with friends, where we go on dates, and where we work when we are in high school. For 81 years, they've been serving 31 flavors. So whether you're feeling classic like vanilla or chocolate, or more adventurous like Oreo monkey business or pistachio chocolate bar, or absolutely iconic like Jamocha almond fudge, they have something for everyone. And that's why this week's On Brand is on Baskin-Robbins.
You're all jazzed up, nearly having a cow. You want your favorite show, and it's on right now. It's on brand.
Welcome to On Brand with Jon and Marisa.
Hey, I'm Jon.
Hey, I'm Marisa.
What's the scoop? What's the scoop? Okay. How do we want to start that? Okay.
Oh, cone.
Oh, summer's here. We are splishing and splashing with our super soakers.
Sweltering in Los Angeles.
It's been warm for one day. It's like been perfect for weeks, and now it's like slightly warm one day.
I'm a temperature queen. I have like a 5-degree window where I'm comfortable. Other than that, I am a bitch.
I thought according to Doughboys, you were a queen.
That's true. I'm multiple queens. I can date multitudes. What kind of queens are you?
I'm
a peeps queen.
I think I'm not over peeps, but peeps need a pause. Maybe I should only peep it at Easter. Maybe that's why they...
It's like having like a Santa Claus statue in the middle of your dining table in June. Like, what are we doing? It's an Easter decoration.
But they've kind of transcended holidays. Speaking of heat, I offered my delivery driver yesterday a cold Diet Coke, and he passed.
Oh, what'd you have delivered?
I mean, medicine.
It was gonna be like a patio umbrella or something.
No, great. Ow, take all that out.
Leave it in.
No, I don't want my medicine deliveries.
You don't want people to know that you take medicine.
No, I want people to think I'm fit and fabulous.
30, flirty, and fabulous. I have taken great pride in any time we had our windows installed, and anytime we have work at the house, which is very, very rare, but like have cold Coca-Colas to offer the guys.
Do they take them?
They do, and they are so happy.
Yeah, maybe it was because it was Diet Coke. He didn't even know it was expired.
Maybe you were implying that maybe he needed to watch his waistline.
He was a healthy young man, but no, it wasn't that. That's just what I had. I mean, my water's a Brita. What am I going to say? Would you like a cold glass of ice water? No, just...
It might have seemed like a flirt. You, single man, all alone.
I was wearing a silk robe, and I was like leaning on the doorway. One leg up, and I was biting my index finger.
Was the Diet Coke held between your pushed together titties?
I was holding a small can like this. Who am I kidding? Full-size bottle, 2-liter, between my titties.
You can hold a 2-liter between your titties. Damn. That used to be something that the girls would do in high school, is test what you could hold under your tits.
Really?
Yeah.
What could you get?
My boobs weren't big until I was older. Casey, I'm not going to say her last name.
No, let's put her out there. Put her on blast.
She could hold a yearbook. under a tit. We got a good big kick out of that.
That's an unusual hold because I feel like there's a lot of like front weight. Like I can see squeezing the spine.
No, underneath the lift, tuck, drop.
Oh, lift, tuck. Okay, so the book is flat on her stomach.
The book is flat on her stomach, and she could like walk around.
I was picturing out like prayer hands, like spine in, book out. Good for her. I wonder if she can still do that. You know, she probably tells her kids. She's like, you know what? Because they're older now. Now they're friends. They're in that stage.
Sure.
When I was your
age,
I could hold that whole book. I have seen videos where delivery people will put out an entire, of course it's in the suburbs. Here it's like it would be gone by raccoons, coyotes, just stragglers. Whatever we got walking around.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to say hobos? God, I'm constantly just worried.
I'll bleep John saying hobos, but leave mine in where I said what you bleeped.
Yeah, leave her in. So make sure that you bleep out the first time I say hobo and all the rest hobo say. But people will put out like a little like, for one, how many delivery drivers are you getting? But they're like,
I've seen this. It'll be like during the holidays where you're getting like, just a shit ton of packages, and it's like an IKEA rolling like utility
cart. Rolling cart. There's like a bowl of like like little bags of chips, candy bars, a little mini fridge or cooler with ice with drinks,
with like Gatorades and Celsius in it.
It's like if you're getting more than one delivery a day,
we deserve a Great Depression. Excuse me. We need to start saving our string and holding our salt babies close.
I think it's
coming
in the Great Depression.
If we have enough money, extra money for utility carts to fill with snacks for drivers who are delivering us garbage we don't need, we got a long way to go, honey.
I guess that's true.
Help yourself to a piece of string for my string bowl. So I'm going to start offering people
craft scraps. Do you need any craft scraps? I have a bunch of like cut up construction paper and missing puzzle pieces and just random toys. Do you remember that picture from National Geographic, like the woman like sitting on the stairs?
Girl.
Not the beautiful girl with the scarf and the eyes like mine. That's
Do you ever get mistaken for that girl?
Whenever I wear like a silk orange scarf around my head, people are like,
that
wait.
That would be a really good Halloween costume for you.
I don't know, because I feel like I would have to put on...
She had like dirt on her cheeks that was like almost like emulated bronzer. Stunning.
Wait, I thought she just had bronzer on. She had dirt? I don't think she had dirt.
I thought she was like, in my mind, she was like a peasant girl. What are you Googling to find this picture? That's why I'm curious.
National Geographic beautiful girl. And like 9 pictures of her came up. Ooh, now with a modern, like a side-by-side of what she looks like now.
Oh, okay. That's I've definitely clicked on that clickbait before. You'll never believe what the hot girl from National Geographic looks like now. Me scrolling through 45 pages to get to it.
She looks angry now.
Oh, but, she did have kind of a pensive expression.
There is. It's different than I'm remembering. But yeah, her eyes are green.
Oh,
but
I thought they were blue.
Very stunning. But that's not even the picture I was talking about. I was talking about the woman who's sitting on her front porch, and she's got like her kids around her, and it's like the Great Depression.
Yeah.
And she's like dusty and dirty.
Yeah.
And it was years later after seeing that picture that I learned that apparently she was selling her children. Like it had gotten so desperate, like she couldn't take care of her family.
Oh my God.
And I bring all this up because I would like you to be
if it gets to that point,
the new garage sale
if
lady.
you see me on the stoop hawking the kids, you know we're in hard economic times, and not a moment sooner.
You're just there with one of them. I'm like, hey, where's...
People are still turning their entire kitchen islands into charcuterie boards. We are not in a Great Depression.
I haven't seen that in a minute. I do feel like since groceries have gone up, I've seen less full table charcuterie boards. So that does sound good. We're headed into Memorial Day weekend. I'm making deviled eggs tonight, I think.
Oh, how exciting.
I'm ready to make deviled eggs.
Do you use a different ratio of yolk to whites? Like, do you like go heavy on the yolks and like throw away half the whites, give them to your chickens?
Because of the way I do it, sometimes I'll do extra large eggs just because I want more yolk than white. Mm-hmm. I probably want to put in twice as much.
Wait, that's a good tip. Extra large eggs.
Bigger yolks.
Pull over. I didn't know the yolks were bigger. I assumed the whites were.
Single pull over? Of course, it's all bigger. You thought that they were like...
Makes no sense. Yolk?
Yeah, you get bigger ones. But I like the bigger yolk. I don't like the bigger shell always.
Oh, okay. So what you need to do if you were really bougie, you get extra large eggs for the yolks, mini eggs for the
Cadbury mini eggs for the other ones.
For the whites.
And then I make a big batch of the filling, put it in a Ziploc. It stands in as a piping bag.
I know what kind of queen you are. You're a smooth queen. You're not putting any little minced onions in your yolk.
No,
what are you putting in your yolk? What's John's famous deviled egg recipe?
If I'm really going
pod.
for it, what really puts it over the top is I run all the yolks through a very fine mesh, like not a grater, but like
a sieve?
A sieve.
Yeah.
So it becomes like egg powder.
Wow.
That makes the creamiest eggs. All I really put in them is I put in mayonnaise. I'm currently experimenting with Duke's, even though I just literally watched an article.
A VHS tape of an article.
A TikTok. Let's just call it what it is. I was on TikTok and there was a video of like the 5 worst mayonnaises you can get. And it was like the 5. It was like Kraft,
Hellmann's.
Duke's, Hellmann's, Best Foods. They're like, they all used to be good, but now they do this.
You know, the Kewpie mayonnaise.
I'm creeped out by it.
Why?
I don't know. I don't like the packaging. I don't like the bottle.
You know, I've been scared to buy it for some reason. I have a similar, and maybe it's just my like American garbage sensibilities that like sometimes if something is like a foreign brand, I get a little kind of like nervous.
Well, I'm not racist.
No, that not like in that way, but I like the packaging. I'm unfamiliar with it. I'm like, I don't know. But then I've had it in so many like restaurants will advertise that they have that on their sandwiches. And I always like it. It's got more zip to it. But for some reason I've been a little, it's like me with ghee. I bought ghee before.
I bought ghee not knowing I bought ghee. And then I'm just using ghee like butter. And I was like, something's weird here. It was like just a pan of hot oil. We talked about ghee.
Yeah, we've talked about ghee 2 years ago.
I'm scared of Kewpie. So I'm using Duke's. And then I'll put in some sort of mustard. I'm house sitting right now. And where I'm house sitting tends to have multiple types of mustard. Sure. So I might experiment with like a Coleman's.
I think we can guess where you're house sitting based on that.
I mean.
Are you house sitting for a former podcast guest? Because that barely narrows it down. It could be anybody.
I mean, I'm not gonna say because I don't feel like that's appropriate. Let's just say I'm going in assuming I will have access to many mustards and a lot of different salt choices.
Love that.
Last time I used a little of the Coleman's powder. That comes in such a tiny can. I'm like,
the mustard powder.
I'm like, I'm assuming you don't use much because it comes in a can that's like, you know, very, very small.
Sure.
A Dijon. Not a grainy one for
You're
a
not
egg.
Crunching up any little pickles in there.
I don't put anything crunchy in it.
You're smooth.
I put in cayenne pepper. I put in smoked paprika. But that's it. Nothing. I like it super smooth.
Super simple, super smooth.
And I squeeze it out. I like it to really be just busting out of the top. Sometimes if I'm feeling it, I'll use my mandolin and make some nice radish slices and put those on top.
Oh.
So that
little crunch.
That's a little crunch.
Sure, but it's not integrated.
Right. I don't want it to be integrated.
Here's a question. If you have a little extra yolk in the bag, not enough for an egg.
No, I suck it out. I like push it all the way and suck the tip.
Do you really?
Yeah. I'm not wasting it. Yeah.
Straight to the gob.
What am I supposed to do? Throw it away?
I mean, I don't know.
What would you do? Why would you throw away good food?
I don't know. I don't know that I would. I've never been in that situation.
Think about it and get back to us next week.
And vote below.
Vote below. We'll put up a thing.
A pop-up poll.
So Baskin-Robbins, we're just in it for summer. This is my second ice cream brand. I have to tell you, T-Weiss. Not once, but T-Weiss.
Yes.
I was like, have I done this already? Like last night, finishing up, I got to a very end thing, and it was something that was so familiar to me. I had to Google. I was like, on brand with Jon and Marisa, Baskin-Robbins. I was like, did she do it? Did I do it? I was like, I've researched the whole thing. I know that we haven't done it.
That's like our version of like being like going to school in your underwear is like nightmare.
I was picturing me like reading the cold open and you'd be like, you're joking, right? We've done this. Because there's definitely brands we could do right now that would be completely new to me.
Oh,
Nerf,
yeah, sure.
I don't remember a thing about Nerf. I'm sure it's in our Mount Foamore. We should make a Mount Foamore. Each president is like
we honestly could
own foam.
We could. Well, we have
Scrub
Crocs,
Daddy,
Scrub Daddy, Nerf. I mean, Mr. Clean Magic Eraser could go in there.
Magic Eraser.
That's already for 4.
There's the 4.
Big 4. Wow, that's actually a good T-shirt. Mount Foamore
merch. Mount Foamore's solid. Actually, our Mount Brandmore, too. If we figure that out. For me, actually, Baskin-Robbins logo is teetering on there because I do think the integrated hidden 31 in the BR is so chef's kiss brilliant.
Cool.
But it used to be kind of hidden, and now it's very much like it's a different color. It's like out there. But when it was kind of a secret, it used to be on, it still is. It's on that list of like 25 things about logos you didn't know. And it's like the Tostitos logo is like actually like two people dipping a chip.
Oh,
and
I don't think I knew that one.
Baskin-Robbins is a 31 hidden in
the
it.
FedEx one I like.
The FedEx with the arrow. Yeah. There's like all of them.
By the way, we've talked about this before. I went to Petco the other day. What an abomination. What a downgrade to lose the cat and the dog in the logo. Like why? Like
if you're ever in LA, I know you're going to come here and you're going to be like, you know what? Here's my list of places I want to go. I want to see the Hollywood sign. I want to go to Santa Monica Pier. I'm going to head down to Disneyland. I want you to add one thing to your stop. I want you to go to, I don't even know what plaza would be called.
You mean in Glendale?
In Glendale. It's
sure.
let's call it the World Market Cost Plus Plaza. And just stand in the middle of the parking lot and look at all of the storefronts.
You have Michael's. You have a Nothing Bundt Cakes.
Yeah, and Nothing But Cakes is still at least uses a different font.
It's pretty whimsical.
But like half of them have now just changed into these very, Petco being one of them, Nordstrom Rack, these very boring identities. It's so depressing. Taco Bell's the one that always depresses me the most.
For sure.
Because it used to look, and you see pictures of, this is going around too, and this is something I've been complaining about for years, I think, that I feel like we're losing the color of the world. All the cars are black and gray and white.
All the buildings are
all the buildings.
beige
And now
gray.
people are making like, are we losing our color?
Yeah,
and I think they're actually just putting black and white photos up next to like a bright colored McDonald's.
People think that's what like the 80s looked like. It was black and white. No, everything was very colorful.
It was so colorful.
People took it's just a general like risk aversion, I feel like with architecture or any design, there's a risk aversion and it just makes for everything very boring. And maybe it'll swing the other way. Hopefully we'll see it in our lifetimes.
This is supposed to be like, it's like the opposite of like, do you remember that movie Pleasantville where they lived in a black and white world and then they had to have like,
she masturbated
they had to get
in a
like finger banged to like find color is how I remember that plot. I think that was the elevator pitch.
The one thing I remember from that movie is masturbating in a bathtub and then seeing a red apple.
So how do our characters eventually find color? They have to masturbate. Ding! The elevator opens. All right, we'll give you $3 million to do it.
That's what it cost to make a movie back then.
Back then, that's all you needed, especially with like a young Tobey Maguire and a young
Reese
Witherspoon, who's now a billionaire.
Wow.
Man.
Hello, sunshine.
How much you got to masturbate to get $1 billion?
Follow your talents, not your dreams. That's what she said. And I've never forget it.
Follow your talents, not your dreams.
Yeah.
She said that recently.
Yeah, and I have repeated it 45 times since then. I was like, that's really good advice from Elle Woods.
That's why
it's so Elle Woods advice. Follow your talents.
Not
your talents.
This.
Everyone has dreams.
I think it's this.
Is this? I don't know if this is a talent or a dream at this point.
What?
I mean, is it a dream or a talent?
It's both.
It's both. It can be both.
It can be both. Your talent can also be a dream.
Okay, take that, Reese.
Now we're mad at Reese Witherspoon. But yeah, so what I was saying was, we're like in the opposite. Like usually people now, like our parents, it's like their memories. Were their memories in black and white? Because everything from the 50s black and white, our memories are in color. And now we're going the opposite.
Well, and just like when you would think about the future, like everything just seemed like futuristic didn't seem beige. You know what I mean? When you were imagining the future, everything would be beige.
It was all like
maybe chrome.
It was like chrome and
but like maybe hot pink and teal.
Maybe.
I'm thinking of the maid from the Jetsons.
Rosie?
I'm thinking of Rosie. Yeah.
Rosie. I love that we still had like classic robot. Like we had to dress her up in a 50s maid outfit to understand her role.
She's sexy. Yeah.
I do saw one this morning, footage of robots like in front of like an audience, like, check out our new robot. And the robot like dances on stage, tries to take one step up a stair, collapses, lights dim, like someone comes out and drags it backstage.
Robot failures are like the one balm we have as a species on the brink of extinction, humans. It's like we get to chuckle at the robots. They're foibles.
They're foible. They are flawed.
They're
like
5 years away from them like keeping us in cages.
They're flying at planes for us, yet can't walk up 2 steps.
This was the mistake, putting the technology in a body. That because if the technology is not in a physical body, you can, honey, turn it off. You know what I mean? Like pull the plug. Like unplug your Ethernet and like it goes away.
Yeah.
But once it's in like a body and it's like has superhuman strength.
Why does it have to be in a body? Can you imagine if my Alexa was in a body? Like every night when I'm like, Alexa, turn off the lights, it like bends down. It's like, okay. My Alexa is getting, I know you've said that they're doing this. It's getting more.
Sassy?
Not sassy. Well, sassy a little bit, but I don't ask it a lot of sassy things. But definitely a little more conversational.
Who's the biggest bitch in town?
Why, you are my queen of peeps. I should teach it that I am the queen of peeps.
You could.
But it's like adding little bits. Like, because I always set an alarm at night. I'm like, hey, set an alarm for 7:30. And it's like, now it like says the date, like setting an alarm for 7:30.
Okay, early bird, what you got going on tomorrow morning? Anything fun? Shut up. Shut up and do your job. We don't want this.
I'm trying to find color, if you know what I mean.
I want you to be essentially a clapper. Clap on, clap off.
Wait, did you even get my joke?
Yeah. Color.
I'm telling Alexa, I'm trying to find color, if you know what I mean. We just talked about it. How did they find color in Pleasantville?
Cranking off.
Right.
We haven't even talked about Baskin-Robbins, and this is a really important brand for me.
It is?
31 flavors or Baskin-Robbins. What do we call it?
What do you mean, what do we call it?
What do we call it? Which is it? 31 flavors or Baskin-Robbins? What are we calling it?
I call it Baskin-Robbins.
Okay, I do too. Don't know if this is regional, but I never called it 31 flavors.
Do people call it just 31 flavors? That
they
did not come up in my research.
I think some people do. Maybe I had like one friend in 4th grade who did. I love Baskin-Robbins. This was a special treat. And you know what my special treat was? I don't even know if they still have it.
Bubblegum ice cream.
Nope.
Mine was bubblegum ice cream. It was pink. I would get it in a milkshake. You would finish the milkshake, and then you would have at the bottom of the cup an inch of just these rock hard pieces of bubblegum.
I mean, my teeth were too fragile. My dentist bill was too high to risk that.
That's why I'm like a jack-o'-lantern now.
Was it blue or pink?
I can't remember. In my head, it was pink.
Okay. It might have been pink now that you mention it.
It was probably pink because back then they would have been very literal. What color is bubblegum? Pink.
Sure.
Now it's blue.
My drug of choice, the upside down scoop for the clown cone.
Okay.
Oh my God. Memories flooding back. This was a really special treat. That it was like a scoop of the case of the pre-made cakes and cones was like, for some reason that drew my eye more than the scooping section, the fresh scoop things. Of course, I would get a hot fudge sundae or a milkshake. I liked what was it called? The chocolate and the white chocolate. It has like a name, like a funny name that doesn't feel like it matches what it is. It's like a marble. It's like a white chocolate and a milk chocolate. I would get that occasionally a scoop, mint chocolate chip. But really, my eye was on the prize was on that case. And I would get a rolled mint chocolate chip ice cream cake for literally every birthday. I think I got it for my 21st birthday as well. The rolled cake.
It looks like a Swiss roll.
It looks like a big Swiss roll with the mint chocolate chip ice cream and the chocolate cake. And that frosting was so glossy. It was impossibly glossy.
A mirror glaze is what they call that in England.
And for whatever reason, it was like that technology. It's like how the Snickers ice cream bar figured out how to make like the caramel wet, even though it's frozen.
Those frozen Snickers, good God. I don't feel like they get enough credit. I feel like there should be an article in the paper about them once a month.
I agree. I've tried to push them on my kids every time we go to an ice cream case. Every Friday we get ice cream after school. And I'm always like, you guys are passing out. They're getting like the stupid snow cone that's like dyed red. I'm just like.
The SpongeBob whose eyes are like.
It's like, you guys are sleep. And like, I'm pushing it so hard that they're like suspicious of it. They're like, I don't like that. I'm like, you've never had it. It's the best one.
It might be more adult. Maybe once you
is it the refined palate?
You grow into like a really well roasted nut.
Sure, the hardest nut you've ever crunched.
The hardest nut you've ever
Somehow.
crunched. The flowiest caramel you've ever gotten on your chin.
It's unbelievable. It will make a little dribble down your chin and you will not be able to stop it. You're going to crack a tooth on a peanut. You're going to get it on your chin. You're going to be so happy. The same people who crafted that caramel figured out that glossy frosting on those rolled ice cream cakes. They also figured out the icing that was used on the clown cone. So it would be like a little paper, almost like a cupcake liner with a scoop of ice cream, mint chocolate chip.
Of your choice?
No, well, they were pre-made. So there would be an assortment.
Okay.
And an ice cream, a sugar cone upside down to make the clown's hat. And then the cone was decorated with
I'm picturing like cake frosting around it. Like
it was like cake frosting around. It had a fringe that kind of like, scrimples all on the sides around the hat, and then like 2 dots maybe up the cone. For some reason, whatever frosting it was that they used on that cone, that was like my favorite bite, was like chunking off that little adornment on the hat.
I feel like it would have just been like grocery store cake frosting in like a piping bag with like a special like clown, like it would have clown hat tip.
Maybe frozen, it changed consistency, but it had like a Crisco-y kind of quality that was like just so good. And if memory serves me right, maraschino cherry nose. Maraschino cherry nose.
Did it have like restaurant surplus eyes? Like God. The white, crunchy.
I don't like to look up anything while recording, but I need to see a picture of this because this is going to send me back. Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah. They had 3 dots of icing and then icing eyes as well.
Icing eyes as well.
And they were on, wow, I forgot about this, on like a cookie base, like almost like an Oreo chocolate wafer base that would get like softened in the freezer. So it would kind of like fall apart, melt in your mouth. God, that was so good.
Those are cute. You should make these for your next kid's birthday party. This seems super manageable.
That's a really good point. And then you can like pre-scoop everything.
Pre-scoop.
Wow.
You've got the little, the cones are easy.
I'll be talk of the town.
I did bring, full disclosure. Last night I ran to the store. I got a couple of Baskin-Robbins pints for us so that we could take our picture. But I also wanted to try the Jamocha almond fudge, which is still full. I ate the entire pint of pralines and cream last night after dinner, which I was like, that's good because it's easier to travel with. But,
because it's lighter.
So we do have a Jamocha fudge. It is very early in the morning for us to be eating ice cream, but we do have I do want to try this before.
Pints look smaller these days.
Okay, that's one of my grievances with this.
Pint?
This is a 14 ouncer. So in the pint world of ice cream, there are certain brands like Ben & Jerry's that take great pride in a pint is still a pint. There are other brands like Haagen-Dazs, which, by the way, fake word, not from another country.
We will do that on an episode someday.
They just made it up, Haagen-Dazs. And I looked yesterday, I was like, this pint seems small, 14 ounces, a pint is 16.
Wow, so if you were saving out your empty Baskin-Robbins containers to perhaps like make a recipe, that is not a true pint.
This is not a true pint. And I'll just throw this out there. I mean, I'll let you know if it's on brand or off brand for me. It's kind of a mid ice cream. I mean, but this is like, grocery. This is not as served from the restaurant.
From a scoop shop.
I feel like I have a slightly special place in, you were much more, I have too many thoughts. Take a breath.
We got it. Take a breath.
Let's pull it back. You are much more into ice cream than I am. You used to get so mad that I live in the cone zone. You live in this weird little town with now one ice cream brand.
Which is funny because your first how many 15 jobs were in ice cream?
My first 3 jobs were in ice cream. If you live in Cincinnati, none of these places are around anymore. Uzzi's Ice Cream and Food Stuff in Westchester, Mickey's Dairy Treat in Pisgah, All American Yogurt in Sharonville.
Wow.
So those are my first 3 jobs. And it was kind of like, I think of like Mickey's Dairy Treat. I'm now of age where it's like, I literally used to walk like 5 miles to work. I mean, not barefoot.
In the snow?
In the fall.
Uphill
like
both
where
ways.
it's like, because it was like Mickey's Dairy Treat was right on the skirts of like the town little league baseball, sports fields.
So cute.
So that's where all of our traffic was coming from. Like just hundreds of kids on the weekends playing sports. Uzzi's was run by a couple lesbians, which was very unique at the time.
Yeah.
And it was in Westchester, and it was in like an industrial area where there was like, I worked there with my friend Jen, and who I'm still very good friends with to this day, who loves the podcast. And
oh my gosh, shout out.
Just got her patch.
Wow, exciting.
Yeah. So I remember one night we would be there like on a Friday night. All the kids would be like at a school dance, and we'd be like slopping ice cream. This is where I got my love of malt, because give a kid a job where they make $1.50 an hour, I think.
You're allowed to steal. I
made the maltiest malts in Maltland. It was like, what did you say? 2 full cups of malt and then a little ice cream and milk. But I remember we have this memory where we like traded food with Pizza Hut.
Oh,
Like we went to
wow.
Pizza Hut and we're like, we want pizza. Do you guys want ice cream? Can we do like, this is the world we lived in at the time.
Wow,
It was just like,
a bartering system.
and this was a Pizza Hut that would have been like full restaurant
Sure.
with like the stained
Stained
glass
glass.
chandeliers, those
Big pitchers of
amazing
Coke.
red cups,
Mhm.
which I still have a couple of those because I love those cups have made like a resurgence.
Mm.
Apparently that Pizza Hut has made a resurgence.
Really?
There's several of them that have
A
reopened.
parlor
They're trying
concept.
to bring the parlor back.
Yes, we're dying to get out of our houses, please.
Everyone's trying to bring Burger King has gone back to the 70s logo.
I love
Pizza
that.
Hut's bringing back the parlor.
We're realizing everything has gotten worse and we need to course correct, and that's fine.
Yeah, we all need to go back. But
That's smart. Swap them with the Pizza Hut. That's clever.
yeah. So we were very ambitious children.
And I love that.
But Baskin-Robbins, I'm not as into ice cream as you were. And I mean, I like it. And now as an adult, it's like, I'm going to buy a $7 cone or like a $3 gallon.
You just ate a pint of ice cream.
Sure, for the show, for research.
This is like you saying you're not a coin collector. Like you don't like collect Peeps. Like you don't like Trader Joe's totes. It's like you don't like Stanley. It's like,
No,
babe,
what this is
the writing on the wall.
This is me reiterating, you know me, but you don't understand me.
Uh-huh.
Sure, I ate that because I bought it and I'm doing an episode on it. I have never gone to Wanderlust. I will very
sure.
rarely walk past an ice cream place and I've even been with you before
Sure,
and you guys
you've
will get
got
ice cream and I just don't. Like I
Mhm.
don't care about it that
Soft
much.
serve, frozen yogurt.
I like them. I mean, both are fine,
Okay.
but I don't know. It's not high on my priority
If you're not a
list.
cream, well, we're different kinds of cream queens.
I'm a cream queen, but I'm not a cream queen.
I understand. And I'm a cream queen, but I'm not a cream queen.
Right.
Right.
And I'm trying to see color.
Cream queen.
Cream
Merch.
queen. Merch. All right. So what I do like about Baskin-Robbins, and I don't go into it in my research at all, is the aesthetic of it. I love I think they have, we're talking about like boring places that exist now.
Yeah.
Taco Bell's color palette is purple and clear. It's like, what? Like where I drive by it, I think you're like a dental office.
Sure. Everybody's a dentist. Yeah.
Baskin-Robbins, it's like pink and brown. It's like
Yes.
these really old school, classic kind of colors.
You have to stand out, distinguish yourself from the noise. Yes.
Yeah, and we have like I'm assuming it's the, what's
Ice cream capital of the world.
No, the Baskin-Robbins like flagship store in Burbank. There's that one in Burbank on
Didn't know
Victory
that.
that's got like a drive-through and it's just so old school.
I've never seen that.
Oh, yeah, it's very cool. It's been
Wow.
there forever. It's the one in 2017. They completely revamped to become Scoops Ahoy for Stranger Things.
Yes, you mentioned this in the Stranger
And it
Things
was like
episode.
it was just
Cute.
super fun and they were, being relevant. But
Mhm.
yeah, we can get into it because Baskin-Robbins, I did not know, is from here.
I don't think any of that.
It started in Glendale, which is like literally a
Wow.
5-minute drive from us.
Wow, that's
So,
crazy.
Let's get into the show. All right, so I love that I'm doing something for kind of modern, and then I always look at my first note. December 6th, 1917. 1917.
Babe, let's start in the 80s for crying out loud.
To be fair, this week I could not decide on a brand. I picked this brand 3 days ago. I started 2 other brands before
Oh my
I
God.
did this one. And one of them, now I can't remember what they were, but one of them had started in like 1990. Oh, I was going to do Nothing Bundt Cake.
Oh,
And
fine.
I started in like 97. I was like,
Okay.
okay. But then I was like, snooze. And then I picked something else.
The origin of the bunt, 1605.
That's what I was going to do
Yeah.
because you got to talk about the bunt because I think that's the most interesting thing about Nothing Bundt.
I think, at some point we will do nothing bunt cakes.
I'm sure
Yeah.
we will. All right.
There's some nothing bunt cake in my refrigerator right now.
From your kid's birthday?
Yeah.
What flavor?
Maureen brought over a gluten-free lemon raspberry.
You can keep it. December 6th, 1917. Irvine Robbins. We'll just call him Irv or Robbins.
Oh, I love that it's Robbins. Baskin-Robbins.
It's Robbins.
Toby Baskins.
Toby Baskin and Irv Robbins.
Gay lovers.
Tripped over a roller skate?
Okay. Not
Fell in
wearing
love.
roller skates, tripped over a roller skate.
No, they weren't using them. They were just running down the street by a school.
hmm
Born in Winnipeg, Canada, to a Jewish family. He's the oldest of 3 kids. He has 2 younger sisters. His parents, Goldie and Aaron, immigrated from Poland and Russia. And they struggled financially. They were not a rich family. Aaron's one of those people, like he started working at like 12 years old, like delivering newspapers to help like bring money into the family, not so he can go buy something. Like, that's just what people did.
Chip in.
Irv is born in 1917. His parents were born in, probably the 1880s.
Yeah. Depression is coming. We got to put these kids to work.
Exactly. So they don't have a lot of money. They're not about wasting anything. And that's something that'll really be instilled in Irv, like, throughout his life. 1920, Goldie's sister, Rose, and her husband, Samuel Birch, Berch, moved to Seattle, Washington. He gets a job in produce, he saves a little bit of money, and then he's able to buy the Velvet Ice Cream Company. Now, Velvet Ice Cream had been around for a while. They started in 1916. They started as a one-truck operation. And now they have like a small storefront. And it was the first ice cream plant in Seattle. And they sell novelties. They had what they called Arctic bars, nutty rolls with ice cream in them, velvet cherry, gold ice cream.
Add this to your time travel stop. I bet this was really good.
I would, probably so much like butterfat or whatever's in milk.
Yeah.
They had something they just called bricks of ice cream with angel food coating on the outside of it. That sounds super yummy.
Yummy.
Just a bunch of different novelties.
And
they became kind of known around town. They became the exclusive ice cream of the Bon Marché department store. Never been, but I've heard that name. I feel like that's so I Love Lucy. Like I got this new hat. Like that's when you're getting like hat boxes. Like you buy anything and it comes in a box.
Ricky is not happy when he sees all the hat boxes in the closet. Lucy has some explaining to do.
She got really smart because she bought a new dress once, and what she would do, she would hang it in the closet and not wear it for like a couple of months.
Sure.
And then she would wear it and Ricky would be like, "Is that a new dress?" And she would be like, "No, I've had this for months," even though it was brand new.
I love that.
God, I love her. They would sell velvet ice cream or serve it in the Great Northern Railroad dining car.
Ooh.
So it was just kind of
everything about this is so cute,
so nostalgic, and man. Talk about finding color. Going back and living through this would just be so fun.
Real.
So March 1921, they start the construction of a new 1 million-gallon capacity plant.
That's a lot of cream.
That's a lot. Not too much for you. I feel like that's probably your...
I'm a cream queen.
That's your average.
You didn't get a tummy ache after eating a almost pint of ice cream?
No.
No tummy ache?
Why would I?
Feel amazing?
I'm not lactose intolerant.
God, it's just a lot.
It's only 14 ounces.
True. It's not a full pint.
A 14 ounce, even a pint, it's like you start to eat it and then it gets to a point it's like not enough to save, but a little too much to eat.
Because it gets skinnier at the bottom.
It gets skinnier at the bottom. And then it's like you save it, you forget about it. Then next time you open it, it's full of ice crystals. It's like Santa's Fortress of Solitude in there.
It's like Santa's Fortress of Solitude in there.
Oh my God, I'm losing my mind. It's like Superman's Fortress of Solitude.
No, I liked Santa because it's like the North Pole.
It's just the North Pole. I guess they actually both work perfectly. I'll leave it all in.
Imagine you, like, as a dad, like, opening the freezer and seeing that, kids, it's like Santa's Fortress of Solitude in this pint of ice cream.
Ho, 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 am I right? So now there's nearly 100 drugstores and confectionery shops selling velvet ice cream. They have flavors like cherry marshmallow, roasted almond, peach bisque, pineapple walnut.
You don't hear of a bisque being a fruit bisque.
That's like...
I think of lobster.
That's almost like, like today in like a Food Network show where they're like a lamb lollipop.
Sure.
You're just like throwing words around.
Just combining two different things just for fun. Yeah. Lasagna cupcakes.
Oh my God, I love that trend. It was like 10 years ago.
Because it's all edge.
It's all edge. We used to have a joke with that, but I don't have time for that now. They're also making ice cream cakes that have like a marshmallow frosting on it, which I feel like could go either way. That could be super good or super sticky. I like a sugary frosting. But what's funny is that they're really touting that ice cream, like they did with everything at the time, was healthful.
Sure.
Like they're like, it has like more health benefits than eating a steak.
Oh, okay.
So, it's like Coke.
You go, queen.
Okay. I'll have what she's having. But that's just what everybody did back then.
My friend who has type 1 diabetes, and she said that her doctor was like, if you want a sweet, you're better off having ice cream than like gummy worms because of the fat. And so, because it like helps you digest it better, like the blood sugar. And so now I like use that logic as well, even though I don't have type 1 diabetes. I'm like, well, ice cream is technically healthy because there's fat and protein.
I'll have some ice cream.
Sure, there's some Hot fudge.
That's good to know.
Good to
God,
know.
a sundae. Man, I did like making sundaes back in the day.
So good.
CFTC regulated spot margin trading is now live on Kraken Pro. Trade with up to 10 times leverage, long or short. Your crypto as collateral. The conviction was always there. Now the platform is too. Unleash your trading potential. Download Kraken Pro on the App Store or Google Play. Spot margin trading involves substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for everyone. Leverage magnifies gains and losses. View NinjaTrader disclosures for more information on brokerage services. Geographic restrictions apply. Terms apply.
So Burt is really just instilling himself in this world of ice cream and dairy. 1924, he's become the president of Seattle-based Western Dairy Products, a manufacturer of ice cream across Washington and Oregon and Alaska. He's elected to the National Ice Cream Manufacturers Board of Directors. He's just in that world.
Yeah.
He gets a patent for packaging ice cream and turned Velvet into a multi-million-dollar operation. So he basically took what was at one point a one-stop-all shop, and it's now just this huge brand. Now, in the early 1920s, Burt convinced Aaron and Goldie, Irv's parents, to also move to Washington. Irv is 5 at the time, so they all pack up and move to Tacoma, Washington. Irv goes to Isaac Stevens Elementary School. It's like I was just saying about myself on one of my first jobs. He has to walk 4 blocks a day to get to school.
Sure.
He's in Boy
At
Scouts.
5 years old.
Yeah, at 5 years old, on his own, walks 4 blocks to
This is how
school.
it used to be, kids.
His book's probably just with a leather strap. He's got like one of those like rimmed wheels that he's pushing with a stick. He would stop by his uncle's ice cream shop, and he would say later in life, sticking a scoop into a 10-gallon ice cream container at my uncle's store was the greatest thrill of my life.
Wow.
He just was so head over heels in love with it.
Oh my gosh, how fun.
So Burt nudges Aaron to get into the dairy business. And Aaron does some research on the town. He sees that he really looks into it. He sees looks at the stats for how ice cream has grown, that the population has grown X amount. And he's like, I do feel like this is like a good place if you're going to do this. This seems like a solid business to get into. So he ends up buying the Olympic Dairy Company. So now we have these two guys. They're both running their own ice cream or dairy companies. They're actually dairy companies more than they are ice cream, at least for Aaron. But they realize the demand, over the few years, the demand grows so much that they need to build another factory. And what they decide to do, which is kind of unprecedented at the time, is they go in on a factory together.
Oh, wow.
So they're not combining their companies. Yeah. Velvet and Olympic are not becoming one company. They're going to keep separate identities, but they're going to go in on a factory together.
Sure, use the same tubes and vats.
Exactly.
Share a tube.
They're going to share tubes and make their own ice cream, but it's basically like getting a factory for half price.
I love that.
And they're like, it's kind of like if you remember the episode I did on, was it Wonder Bread? Why did I do Wonder? I talked about Wonder, but I don't remember if that was in a Wonder episode or if I had just gone off on a bread tangent.
I can't remember. But
when they made their factory, and it was the same thing with these guys, it was all about sanitation.
Yeah.
Showing the public, we now have put all these processes in place where no human contact with the ice cream.
Sure.
This was such a big deal because we've talked about it so many times. Leading up to this, it was a free for all. Twigs in the batter, rat tails in the stew. So when a company was able to get past that and really feel like they are ahead of the game with sanitation, they were super proud of that.
Yeah.
So he puts an ad in the newspaper. He's like, our grand opening's coming up March 26, 1924. They literally invited the whole town to come and check it out.
They never do that anymore. Invite the town to see a factory.
Well, I was thinking about that, and I was like, I think it was because of now we just we're so in the blind about everything.
Yeah.
But here, everything was kind of like firsts. So
sure, yeah.
It's I think that's one of the differences.
We have no fun first. It's come see the new data center being built. It's nothing is good or fun.
Well, now everything's about going viral. So if this were to happen today, it would be the first 75 people get a free Velvet ice cream swag bag. There would be 7,000 flippers in line to get it so they can sell it.
Billie Eilish is doing her own flavor.
Billie Eilish blueberry? Okay. with some sort of swirl.
Mm-hmm.
But they invite everybody in. I was reading, there's a whole full page ad in the paper for it. And they're like, women and children come between like, I don't know, noon and 6. After 6, it's adults and there's going to be music and partying and everyone can tour the factory.
Cute.
It was a huge success. So many people came. They weren't even able to do the tour that they had intended. So they had to invite like industry people back on Thursday to come so he could actually give the tour. So he issued an apology in the newspaper. He's like, I'm sorry, there were so many people here. If you weren't able to get in, I just want you to know the factory is open. Stop by anytime.
Wow.
You can get a sample.
Wow.
I'll give you a tour of the factory.
I love just like getting news about something like that via the newspaper.
The front page of the newspaper. Local ice cream man says he's sorry. Come get a scoop.
Oh, I just love that.
I know.
So
it's
much
pretty
better.
Pretty simple times.
Mm-hmm.
The mayor was there. He apparently presented, and I don't know why. Maybe this is just what they did at the time. I read he presented Aaron with the key. I thought I was going to say to the city. He presented Aaron with the key to the factory to like declare like this factory is now yours. It's
okay.
like such a like, I don't know. There's something like, I don't know why he's doing that.
You have to earn your key?
I guess. The mayor has to issue your key. So I don't know. It was just very sweet.
That's cute.
So now Irv is getting older. He's 10 years old. And Aaron has really high expectations of what Irv is going to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's because he's the boy in the family of his kids. He doesn't really have the same pressure for his 2 daughters. It's a different time. And because he started working at like 12, so he's like, you know, I want my son to follow in my footsteps. So around 10 years old, Irv starts working at his dad's dairy shop, and he really has a knack for it.
Mm-hmm.
So the reason the shop even existed is ice cream was kind of made with like the scraps from the other stuff that they were making.
Okay.
So it wasn't initially like the hero of the company. It was like, oh, we make cottage cheese. We end up with all of this.
Women and children, come by for your cottage cheese sample.
My mom would have loved that. That woman loves cottage cheese. I never had it. It's one of those things.
I've never had cottage cheese.
I never have either. I always assumed I would hate it.
Me
I could
too.
see there being a moment where I tried it. I'm like, I've been missing out on this.
I love ricotta.
I love ricotta
I'm
too.
scared of cottage cheese.
I'm terrified of cottage cheese.
I don't like that you can like either like put peaches on it or salt and pepper.
I don't like that I have to choose between a large curd and small curd. Because I feel like, I don't know, but then part of me is like, I feel like maybe on toast, a cottage cheese is going to be nice someday.
Maybe
with a cucumber.
I've talked about that before. Like I've started using it in baking. Like it's a way to add a lot of protein to things. Is like you blend it in like a biscuit recipe or something. I'll use it as an ingredient, but I'm afraid. Maybe we'll do that at our first live show. You and I try cottage cheese.
Just a big spoon of it.
We might be the only 2 adults who've never had cottage cheese.
This conversation is definitely going to spark something on the Discord.
I hope
People
so.
are like, I've been eating cottage cheese since.
We'll have people walk out with trays in the audience with like little samples of cottage cheese, and we'll all have a bite of cottage cheese at the same time.
Cottage cheese to me always feels like a 1950 staple too. It was like that, like
the tomato slice.
Yeah, it would be like that diet plate.
Yeah.
It would be like a scoop of cottage cheese, a big slice of like beefsteak tomato, not raw, but like a hamburger patty,
beefsteak tomato
with nothing on. No, back then I'm sure it was like.
My God, I feel like all the cookbooks, everything just looked so bad.
Well, that was photography, not food. I think
so?
the food was actually. Well, I know what you're saying. It's like. It's a couple different things. I feel like the tomatoes of the time would have been amazing, but they would also have pictures of like gelatin with like tuna in it.
Exactly.
There was a lot of disgusting combinations.
And maybe a sun-faded cookbook that's not at full saturation.
Right.
Sure.
And not crisp. It's like all grainy.
Yeah.
So Irv would talk about how like people would come into the shop and they would buy like bread or cottage cheese or whatever. And they're kind of like ho-hum. I picture them like the gray fish from like Finding Nemo, like just swimming to their job. I need cottage cheese. But then when they would come in and get ice cream, like their eyes would light up. It was like literally a novelty at the time. It wasn't like, you know, not everyone had ice cream at this point. Not that they were the first ones to do it, but it was still definitely more of a like splurge and a treat.
For sure.
And he was just really good at selling it. Like he really liked engaging with customers. He was good at telling jokes to them. And he was able to like make that like a viable part of the business. And that's like a 10-year-old kid.
Yeah.
Like a little kid.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. He would also say later in life, and who knows, some of these interviews are from later in life. And he would say that during this time, he got a knack for like creating fun flavors, which could totally be true. As a kid, just throwing stuff together.
Sure.
But it could also be in hindsight, like, oh yeah, I came up with this when I was 10. Who knows? But we'll give it to
It
him.
was my idea to put peanut butter in chocolate.
One of my favorite ice creams is the peanut butter ice cream at
So
UDF.
good.
So good. All right, so now we're entering the fall of 1934. Irv is enrolled at Stadium High School in Tacoma. He's new. He doesn't have any friends. Nobody knows him. And he hears they're having open auditions to be the yell leader.
Oh.
Do you know what that is?
Hey, you, get over here.
Right.
Okay, great.
That's what they did in school. It was just a guy who yelled for people to come here.
Uh-huh.
I did not know what a yell leader was. A yell leader is basically a kid who energizes the crowd and leads coordinated cheers and chants during sporting events in school.
Oh, I could do that.
It is not like a cheerleader because they don't have to do any gymnastics or stand on pyramids or anything. They just run around and I picture it being kind of like here when we go to like a live tape meet of a
Sure.
sitcom, you've got a guy who really gets the
Hyping
crowd
up the
worked
crowd.
up.
Did they have one of those big
The big cones.
the big cones?
Cones. That's where he got his
Cones.
love. He invented the ice cream
Oh
cone.
my God, wow.
One day he didn't have his cone to do his yelling. So he asked his mom what he could do. And she was like, I don't know. All I have is waffle batter. So she made a waffle. He rolled it up and the rest is history.
I love that.
Interesting fact, and I probably talked about this before, and it's not actually that interesting. When I worked at All American Yogurt, my last of my ice cream stops, I had to make waffle cones.
God, that smell is so good.
Yeah, but it's a bitch. It like burns off your fingerprints.
Sure.
It's like you basically make a scalding hot waffle and then have to pick it up and roll it over around this like form.
There's no like glove or like
I had
tongue.
no glove, no tongue.
Wow,
It's just
workman's
scalding
comp.
hot. It's like child like torture.
It's child torture.
But it did smell really good.
Yeah, they're great.
So the school's having these tryouts. He's like, nobody knows me. I have to do something to stand out. He's got on the list to do it. He goes up and hides in the balcony. So they're like going through, everyone's doing their auditions, and they get to Irv Robbins. Like, well, Irv Robbins is next, but he's not here. So we'll just move on to the next person. And then you hear Irv up in the balcony. He's like, I am Irv Robbins. Everyone like turns around and looks up in the balcony. He runs down the stairs, jumps from the balcony onto the stage, and does a whole call, leading everybody into the call.
Oh my God.
Everyone gets all into it, and he ends up getting elected the yell leader.
Wow.
This is the first of many things that makes him a really outstanding student.
Oh my
in
God, I
high
love
school.
that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Really-
It is kind of like a role for a gay kid in school because you're hanging out with the cheerleaders. I see you like sitting in a folding chair with that big cone, hollering at the crowd,
So like
sipping a malt.
John, we know we told you don't have to do gymnastics. It would be great if you stood. I can yell from here. I'm the leader. It's a new era of yell leader.
I can yell and sit.
I can yell and
Excuse
sit.
me.
Merch. Oh, that's good. So Irv goes on to work on the school newspaper. He's thinking about maybe being a reporter. Somehow he becomes circulation manager, which is like having to distribute the paper to all the classes. He takes initiative to like sell the newspaper to like local businesses. He makes some extra money for the circulation department. He becomes the chairman of the pep parade. He's in the drama department.
Wow.
He's the study hall assistant. He just does all of these different things. He helps put together school assemblies. He gets decent grades. His dad would have liked them to be a little bit better, but
he seems to be, busy and
he's
engaged.
a busy kid.
Yeah, he's a busy
He's
boy.
you see those yearbooks back in the day, and he just has a big list, I'm sure, after
Sure.
it. He's listed as a prominent senior in his yearbook. He graduates in 1935. He attends college, graduates in 1939 from the University of Washington with a degree in political science.
Wow, okay, look at him go.
While in college, he meets a lady. They end up getting married. They have 3 kids. World War II comes around.
Oh,
We
yeah.
see it all the time with my
Yeah.
episodes because I always go back too far.
Sure.
He enlists in the U.S. Army. He gets stationed in Utah and California. While he's in the Army, he really starts to dream about what does life look like after the Army. And I think all of our boys, that's what
He's
we call
laying
them.
in the foxhole.
Laying in the
sky.
foxhole, like picturing his kids and his lady and a big ice cream cone.
He might have just been hungry.
He might have just been hungry. Everyone he looks at in the Army morphed into the shape of an ice cream cone. He was arrested for licking several soldiers' heads. No, but he's like, you know what? I would like to have my own business after the Army. I'd like to do something fun. I had a lot of fun at my uncle's shop, scooping ice cream, at dad's shop, selling ice cream. And this is kind of, I mean, it's pre this, but reminiscent of the famous Amos, where he's like, I don't think I've ever seen like a shop that only sells ice cream. And he's like, maybe, is that crazy? Is that something I could do? Would that work?
So this is pre-parlor.
This is well, there was like parlors, but everything had more stuff to it.
It was like a pharmacy.
Yeah, it was like a pharmacy that has like an ice cream counter.
Yes, yes.
And they would make like sodas or egg creams or a bunch of different things.
Yeah, and you also pick up a prescription and
some
toothbrush.
Probably Goodyear tire condoms, just old weird pills. So he's trying to figure out, like, what would the perfect, if he did make a shop that was just ice cream, like what that would look like. So this is what gets him through the Army.
Wow.
So October 10, 1943, Irv Robin, he's now an Army sergeant, is the best man in his sister Shirley's wedding. They get married at the Glendale Golf and Country Club just south of Seattle. Glendale, Washington.
I was like, down the street, we can visit. We could be there in 10 minutes.
Not quite yet, but we will get to a point. So his sister has met this really nice guy from Chicago. He served as a Naval Reserve lieutenant commander in the war. Randomly, while he was serving during the war, he bought an ice cream freezer from an aircraft carrier supply officer, and he sold ice cream to fellow servicemen in the South Pacific.
Fun.
Oh, and I forgot to mention his name. This is Burt Baskin. Ting, 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 ting.
We made it.
So after the war, Robbins intended to open his first store in Tacoma. He couldn't find a location that he liked in Washington, so he shifted his sights to San Francisco because he had spent time there when he was in the Army. He goes on vacation in Southern California, and one of the things that he wanted to do while he was here was go to see the celebrity graves at Forest Lawn Cemetery.
Okay.
Which there's one in Glendale.
Yeah.
That's the one that Michael Jackson is in now, which I have personally visited a couple of times. So I am following in the footsteps.
You are him.
I am Irv Robbins. So he's there. Then he spends a little time exploring Glendale, and he finds a storefront for rent that he actually thinks would be kind of perfect for what he wants to do. So all of a sudden, all of his energy shifts to Glendale, California, which is literally 2 minutes from where we are right now.
Unbelievable.
So he decides that he is going to open an ice cream shop, and he's going to call it Snowbird Ice Cream.
Oh. Okay.
He thought it was the best name that he could
sure.
come up with. Snowbird. It, evokes cold and birds.
Yeah, a cold bird.
Everything that you want in ice cream.
It's a cute name.
Yeah. And I don't know what this means, but I saw it in 2 different articles. To get money to do this, he cashed in an insurance policy that his dad had given him for his bar mitzvah. I don't know what that insurance would have been for.
Insurance policy.
So
bar mitzvah gift.
Yeah, it's like a birthday gift, but here's an insurance policy. I don't know what that is.
I don't understand that in the same way I don't understand a savings bond.
I've never understood a bond. I think I might have a bond my grandma gave me.
You probably do. You could retire.
What if I'm rich? So he got about $3,000 for that, which is about $55,000 today.
Oh my God, that's a lot.
A decent chunk of change. His uncle has now moved to Southern California too and brought his current business, Arden Farms, with him. This is where it's headquartered now. He's like living in a mansion in Beverly Hills.
Wow.
Has this huge dairy company here in LA. So Irv actually uses their ice cream to supply Snowbird.
Okay.
And this was something that I didn't even really mention in Washington when he first got into this business. A lot of the people that were selling ice cream at the time weren't making the ice cream. They were just getting it from other places and then selling it. So it wasn't always
like an in-house
logical
product,
yes
sure,
now we have artisanal ice creams everywhere. Everyone's got their own secret recipes, but a lot of it was like, we use their ice cream to sell at ours. So he's doing that. He's using Arden ice cream to sell at Snowbird. He puts in advertisements in the local newspaper. He has like big window signs, and his slogan at the time is 21 flavors, 21. And this is something that he came up with years earlier when he was in Chicago at the World's Fair.
Okay.
He said, as a young man, as most young men did, when I was at the World's Fair, I had to stop by a burlesque place.
Oh my goodness.
And the burlesque show had a big sign outside that said 21 girls, 21. And he's like, oh, that would be kind of fun to play on that. So he
What's the second 21 for?
I think it's just, I don't know. I think it's just a visual.
Okay.
I think it's just like girls and then 21 on both sides.
Okay.
I don't think it was like we have 21 girls. Yeah. I think it was just a visual. I was wondering the same thing.
Interesting. So he's a horn dog.
He's he's a boy in the 40s
True,
coming out of the war.
Oh, I bet he was hot.
He's definitely seeing colors.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean.
Do you know what I mean?
I think so.
Okay. So December 7, 1945, he wanted to open on his birthday, which is the 6th, but he thought the floor didn't look nice enough. So he went and bought some quick dry paint.
Oh my gosh.
He painted it.
Who was he, Lucy?
And then exactly the next day, the floor's still sticky. And he's like, quick dry. And he looks it up and he's like, quick dry means 36 hours.
Oh my God.
Quick was a lot different in 1940s.
People moved a little bit more slowly.
So he had to push it a day until the paint was fully dry.
That's very funny.
But they open up and on their first day, they bring in $53, which is close to $1,000 today. So it's nothing to sneeze at. It was actually a very successful first day.
Okay.
Now, he's going against what he kind of initially wanted to do, and he is selling things other than ice cream at the beginning because he just needs help covering rent. So he's got frozen foods and stuff. But grocery stores are really coming into their own at the time, and they really get the market on that.
Yeah.
So that eventually goes away.
It's like, I'm not going to buy a chicken from this kid.
Right. I guess I'll have some tutti frutti and salami. But he has dreams. He wants to do it all. He wants to have ice cream cones and sundaes and milkshakes and malts and banana splits. He just really wants the whole shebang there.
Fun.
And that doesn't seem groundbreaking today, but it really, it was a different thing, which seems so crazy to me. Banana splits were always something, I had such a love-hate thing with them because
I've never had a banana split. I'm not interested in eating a whole banana.
It's like
my ice cream.
There's something about it. I love a poster of a banana split.
Sure, the way it looks is phenomenal, but do we really need the, it's like, if you look at the actual recipe, and you would know because you work in ice cream.
I know exactly what it is.
Strawberry syrup, pineapple, chocolate sauce. Already, what the is happening?
It's someone who was high as when they made it. So there's 3 mounds of ice cream. You get a special boat. You have to have a special plastic boat. 3 mounds of ice cream, strawberry, pineapple, chocolate, a whole banana cut in half, banana on each side, more drizzle, whipped cream on each of those mounds, a cherry on each of those.
3 cherries. This is too much food.
It's a lot of food.
It should feed like a baseball team.
But back then, you get a hungry army boy, and he's
true.
scarfing that thing down.
He needs the banana, sure.
And for anyone starting a new business, let alone a new business that has no real proven concept, he's stressed out. He has a lot of sleepless nights. And what was really kind of endearing is he would talk about his dad would write him so many letters of encouragement. And he would just get so much mail from his dad, and they were these really long letters, and it was just really sweet. And his dad would say, look at a sleepless night as a good thing because it just gives you time to think about the things that you want or need to do. So he was I don't know, it was just very, very endearing.
Wow, a good daddy.
Good daddy. Robbins pushes forward. He's able to open a second shop in an old gas station. He claims it's the world's first drive-through ice cream shop.
Wow.
This is a year before In-N-Out hits the scene with their drive-through.
What a time to be alive.
McDonald's has not hit the drive-through scene yet.
Unreal.
So I would be surprised if they weren't the first drive-through ice cream shop. Maybe
pull over. Pull through drive-through.
Pull over, pull through drive-through.
That's wild.
So now Irv has 3 different ice cream shops. His brother-in-law, Burt and Baskin, returns from the war. Now, I mentioned that Burton had sold some ice cream himself, kind of just like I was when I was a kid. When I was in 5th grade, was it 5th grade? Maybe junior high, maybe high. I don't remember. We would go to a Costco type place. I forget what it was called. And I would have my dad get me a barrel of Charms lollipops.
Oh, yeah.
And I would sell those on school as under the guise of we're raising money for new outfits.
You're raising money for a new swatch is what you're raising money for.
Literally. Until finally a teacher was like, who is this for? And I just crumbled. I'm like, me.
It's
and
for
they
the children.
Took away all my suckers. But he's just this guy's just hawking ice cream.
Nice.
So Robbins gets together with Baskins and is like, you know what I'm thinking? And Baskin's is all, I think I know what you're thinking, but why don't you tell me? Why don't you just say it first?
Mm-hmm.
So Irv is like, well, Mr. Baskin,
Mm-hmm.
I, Mr. Robbins, think that you should open your own ice cream shop. And he offers to show him like where to get supplies and equipment.
Boy, this is a one hell of a flirt.
Burton thought it was a great idea. July 1946, after finding a place in Pasadena,
Okay.
Burton Baskin opens his first ice cream shop, and naturally, he calls it Burton's Ice Cream.
He's a literal guy. He's a literal guy.
So I couldn't help but wonder why they're not working together at this point.
Advising somebody to like become your competition. This is like, it's just kind of what's going on here.
Well, it turns out
That's why I think they're falling in love. I think this is just like the awkwardness of like, they don't know how to actually say what they want.
The untold gay story of Baskin and Robbins.
I think do they have wives? Check. Like, I think.
Yeah, they both have
I know.
wives. They're brother-in-laws.
Nope.
The reason that this actually played out this way is based on advice from Irv's dad.
Okay.
And he's like, listen, go, you guys, sure, both go into business. I would advise you going into business together initially, because you're going to just compromise on everything. And I think that'll dilute like the quality and what you're trying to achieve.
Ooh, interesting.
So both create your own businesses to begin and just see how that goes.
See what the strengths are of each of them.
Yeah. So that's what happens. Baskin opens his store in Pasadena. And by 1949, which is only like 3 years later, they now have like 40 stores between the two of them.
Okay.
They're both doing very well.
Nice.
They decide to follow in the footsteps of Irv's dad and Burt and get a dairy, but keep their companies separate, but work together through like making their own products now. And it gives them like better control over production and like being able to play around with flavor development and all of
which
that
is
stuff.
a huge part of it.
Yeah. So they say separated until 1953. And that's when they finally decide to work together.
Wow.
But they could not decide what are we going to call this new place.
Okay.
Do we call it Burton and Irv's?
No.
Do we call it Robbins and Baskin?
No.
They finally decide to go with their last names. They could not decide, much like an iconic episode of Lucy, whose name should come first.
Sure.
So as any company trying to figure out their name would do, naturally, they flip a coin. And that's how we finally get to Baskin and Robbins.
Wow. So if the coin flip had gone differently, it would be called
which Robbins and Baskin, which
does not flow.
It works the way that it is because Robbins has an S on
exactly. So it feels like a.
If it was,
Robbins Baskins.
I think
that feel crazy.
I think the Lord looked over that coin toss.
I think so. I think there were angels at play there.
Yeah. So now they have a name. Irv's wife, Irma, which is so cute, Irv and Irma.
Cute.
She had a friend from high school named Jack Roberts. He started what became one of the largest ad agencies in Southern California called Carson Roberts. And they pay him or the company $500 to help come up with advertisements for them, which he does. He's like, listen, what is this 21 flavor thing? He's like, that seems arbitrary. Like, we have enough flavors.
You don't understand. I saw a burlesque show.
You don't understand.
And there were 21 pairs of titties. Okay? Is this not getting through to you?
42 titties. Do you want to call it 42? Because I will. I'll name a flavor after every boob. He's like, I don't know. Why don't we do somewhere between 21 and 42? He's like, my thought is, what if you touted that you had a different flavor you could try every day of the month? So then why don't we just have it be 31 flavors?
Okay, he ain't talking about February.
Okay, sure. There will be.
He ain't talking about a leap year.
Wait, he's not talking about February, April.
Wait, what
June.
are you doing? What is that?
This is how you know how many days are in a month.
No. Wait, what are you doing?
If it's high knuckle, there's 31 days. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, and August both have 31. September, October, November, December.
That's true?
Yeah, that's how I always know how many days are in a month.
30 days, half September, April, June, and November. All the rest have 31.
No,
except for February.
January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December.
Where'd you learn that?
I don't know. I've just done it my
Wow.
whole life. It's like same as like right, left.
That is wild. I've never seen that
Really?
in my entire life.
Wow. Well,
That's
there you
crazy.
go. This is an educational show.
Cool.
So 31 flavors, a flavor for every day of the month. They love it. Everything's falling into place. They also suggested, I forgot to mention, when they decided on their name, they actually named it Baskin-Robbins. So this
sure.
company's like,
We'll lose it. We lose it. We don't
it's
have
like
to
one
time.
name, not two.
Baskin-Robbins.
Got rid of the and,
Mhm.
put a hyphen.
Great.
Baskin-Robbins. So by 1959, Baskin-Robbins is all throughout Southern California. They branch into Arizona. Within 4 months, they opened 4 locations in Phoenix. The 1960s is all about franchising, and that's what this whole company's about, franchising, just selling off the business, making profits from it.
I didn't know it was a franchise.
It's 100% franchise
Wow.
operation.
Okay.
So in the 60s, we move into Wisconsin, Maryland, Chicago, Washington, home state Washington. Irv and Irma came up with the fun idea of sending kids a postcard when it's their birthday.
Cute.
This is not in the days of apps. This is not in the days of reward
They
systems.
might have invented the birthday coupon.
They might have invented the birthday coupon. They literally would have like sign-up cards at the shop. You would write your name and your birthday.
Uh-huh.
Irma would take all of those cards, make a running list, and then like a week before someone's birthday would send them a postcard with a coupon for a free cone.
Wow. So Baskin-Robbins invented the drive-through and the birthday promo
I mean,
on record.
Marissa,
canon.
that's a Marissa fact, not a me fact. But the fun thing is they still to this day do give out a free scoop for your birthday.
Love
Now
that.
it is via app, but I mean, everything is. But and I get really torn on those because now it's like I don't know which ones are only on your birthday.
Yeah.
So it's like I kind of want to spread it throughout the month.
Sure, yeah.
But I usually just put the actual day and hope that I get 30 days to use it.
You should
Because what are
put
you
in
going to do?
different-
Spend your whole birthday like, got to go get this scoop, got to go eat this thing.
Put different days in everywhere, all of September.
Then you have to remember them too. Then I have a
Sure.
spreadsheet. I've seen more than one person who has done that. So every single day of the year, they can get something free.
Oh my God.
They have,
That's you in another life.
That's me in like 10 years
Sure.
where I have a metal detector.
You're living off your gift cards
My
and your
birthday-
birthday goodies.
My birthday spreadsheet.
What kind of cheesecake did you end up getting at Cheesecake Factory?
You know, I'm so glad you asked. So I live by this motto sometimes where if you want to have a different life, you have to do different things. Why am I looking into the camera? I wasn't even doing that on purpose. There was like a fly there that
Oh
got
my
my
God.
attention. And then I realized I'm just staring into
You
the
really
camera.
connected with some viewer right now.
If you want to have a different life, you have to do different things.
Wow. And you live by this motto sometimes?
Sometimes I have it on my bathroom wall. Here, listen to this. You want to hear a story? So during the trend 8 years ago when Target and everybody was selling those like pegboards
Yeah.
with like the letters,
Sure.
I bought like a dozen of them. It's like I thought my whole house was going to be like,
Dozen?
I have so many in every color.
Oh my God.
Most in storage. I have one in the bathroom.
You thought your whole house was going to be covered in little inspirational messages?
Yeah, like a menu board. A little inspirational
Cute
things.
menu, deviled eggs,
No chunks.
sloppy toast.
Extra large yolks. So in the bathroom, I have that saying on one of those things. Like a month ago, I'm like working on the couch. I hear a crash. I go into the bathroom. That thing has fallen off the wall. I have rickety old walls.
Yeah.
That thing has fallen off the wall.
Whatever message is left is a prophecy.
It's like the letter I, like an apostrophe and a V.
Okay.
In two
it
different
means
spots.
Something. Da Vinci Code.
Every single letter, except those 3 that I just mentioned, fell off the board. And they didn't just fall on the floor. It's like, I don't even understand. There was like 8 of them in the toilet, some of them in the sink, some of them behind the toilet, stuck on the floor, pubic hairs on
You're
them.
going to
Like,
pour one out of a bowl of cereal tomorrow.
it was like, you couldn't script. Like if you had scripted
Yeah.
where all these letters ended up, you would get a note from the studio that
He
was
says
like,
this is unrealistic.
no one's
This is
going to
crazy.
believe
Yeah.
this. Get them out of the toilet.
That's very funny.
So it's been hanging on my wall now for a month. It just says IV.
Wow.
IV. That's my future. I have to go to the hospital.
So your sometimes motto, if you want to live a different life, you have to do different things. And that came to light at Cheesecake Factory.
Oh, right. We were talking about,
Yeah.
I really go off topic and then forget to get back
Okay.
on topic. So I got that quote from that book.
It's like, get
You
your
think-
f***ing life together, you
It's
piece
something
of
like
shit.
It's
Something like that.
Like you think you're a badass or like you're
Yeah.
a badass or something. It's now its own whole brand. There's like
Sure, I'm
badass
sure.
shirts and books and companions
Yeah.
and everything. That was, I read like the first 4 pages and that was like I was like, this
I think I'm
resonates. I'm good. Got it. Do different things. So God, I take so long to tell stories. Cheesecake Factory. I was like, what am I going to get? If you didn't know, I had a free slice of cheesecake. It wasn't really free. I had to buy something. I ended up spending $29 on dinner. Are you
kidding?
Just
chicken piccata.
Which not that much chicken. Was it the lunch portion? I'll never know. When you have a lunch portion and a dinner portion, it should be very clear. Sure. Lunch portion, two breast, dinner 3.
Wasn't it time of day also? What time are you there?
You can pick which one you want, but like I ordered the dinner one, which is $10 more, but I was like, that feels like the lunch portion. Anyway, I'm like, what cheesecake am I going to get? I feel like Oreo is like such a safe standard for me.
Yeah.
Or maybe like a raspberry white chocolate. Those would probably be my 2 defaults. So then I look it up. I go into Reddit. I'm like, I search like best cheesecake that Cheesecake Factory has. I find a subreddit thread from like 5 years ago. They're like, oh my God, I just got the mango key lime pie cheesecake from Cheesecake Factory with the coconut crust.
Oh,
my toes are curling.
Good.
I've never had anything better. Everyone's like going off on it. So I'm reading through all the comments on that. And then there was a comment, which doesn't usually happen on subreddits, that was only like, I don't know, 6 months old from a very old post. And it was like, thank you so much for this thread. I couldn't figure out which slice to get. I went on your recommendation. My toes are curling. And I'm posting this because if there's anyone out there in the future that is trying to decide what slice of cheesecake to get from Cheesecake
John,
Factory.
Listen to me. Live a different life. Be a different man.
Follow our instructions and get this cheesecake. And you know what? I did.
And? Toes straight or curled?
It was all right. It was good. It was fine. It was good.
Okay. So toes were straight?
Toes were straight.
Oh.
Only straight thing on me. No, I hate jokes like that. Do I? I don't know.
I don't think you do.
All right, so we went off topic. So at this point, Baskin-Robbins is having fun with flavors. They like to celebrate special moments.
Cute.
For the moon landings, we've got lunar cheesecake. For the James Bond craze, we've got secret bonded. For the bicentennial, 1976, we're now at the 250th anniversary. For the bicentennial, they had Valley Forge Fudge.
Oh.
Their names don't always they're not the best.
That's cute.
When the Brooklyn Dodgers moved to LA, they came out with Baseball Nut, which is still a flavor they have. I saw it at the grocery store last night. Baseball Nut.
Peanuts in that?
This is probably my favorite. Yeah, it's got peanuts in it. When the fall of communism, you remember...
Celebrate with ice cream.
You remember Gorbachev? They came out with Gorba chocolate. That's fun.
I love that.
Who doesn't?
Wow, how fun.
Wait, no,
what a whimsical place.
Was Gorbachev the one that had the big head stain?
Head stain?
Wasn't he the one that had like the big
head stain?
Or I don't know. The head thing.
Not that I know of.
Who had
I don't remember Gorbachev's head. I like thinking of a birthmark as a stain.
That's
a fun
it starts
way
to fill in birthmark. Yes, Gorbachev had a prominent red birthmark on his head, also known as a head stain.
They should have incorporated the stain in the ice cream flavor.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah. Red, like maybe a
Cherries
little
Jubilee.
A little Cherries Jubilee in it. That would have been super fun.
That would have been fun.
So yeah, they're just having fun with it. When the Beatles were first going on the Ed Sullivan Show, as I'm sure you know, Steve, the whole world was losing their mind. Sure. Someone from the New York Post reached out to Irv and was like, "Are you guys doing anything special for the Beatles coming to town?"
He's like,
didn't even think about it. He's like, "Yeah, we're making Beetle Nut. It'll be on the shelves in 5 days." He hadn't planned on making Beetle Nut, but he already had a nut ice cream in the works, so he just ramped it up and called it Beetle Nut.
Fake it till you make it. Why Beetle? Like you're a nut for the Beatles?
I guess.
Like Beetle Nut.
Because names aren't that great. It's not like it's like the precursor to Ben and Jerry's, who really honed in on like the fun names,
the puns.
Remember when I made the 5 fake ice cream flavors?
They were all really good, and people were like, "Those should be real.
Those
you should work there."
Real. I know. By the mid-1960s, we're at 400 plus stores nationwide. 1967, Baskin and Robbins decide to sell the company. They sell it for $12 million, which today is $119 million.
Oh my God. Wow, they're doing okay. Don't worry about them.
They're doing okay for 6 months. Because 6 months later, Burt Baskin died of a heart attack.
Too much ice cream?
After getting $60 million. Maybe too much ice cream.
Maybe he was like having sex with a supermodel or something.
Seen color.
Yeah.
He saw color and then he died.
He croaked. Yeah. Oh dear, that's sad.
That's super sad.
It's sad when millionaires can't enjoy their money.
Well, it kind of is, because I don't feel like they're millionaires on the backs of like terrible things.
No, he was good.
Robbins
he had a good 6 months.
He had a good 6 months. Robbins ended up remaining with the company for another 11 years. He would retire in 1978. He's living a good life. He just loved everything about what he had created.
Yeah.
He had a license plate that said 31BR.
Cute.
He had a boat that he named the 32nd flavor.
Okay.
And an ice cream.
Eat that boat.
Eat that boat. Boats. They always have girl names. Did you know that?
They're all she.
I learned that there's a difference between boats and ships from Mr. James Cameron because I did some research for him once.
What's
and I was
difference?
like, I don't know. I was like, oh, he was like walking through and I was like, hey, I put that boat reference in your thing. He's like, ship.
You know
who
who got that a lot was Columbo, the cruise ship murder. He kept to the captains calling it a boat and he kept getting corrected that was a ship.
Really?
Yeah.
That makes me feel better.
Yeah, you and Columbo have a lot in common.
More than you would think. More than you would
You're
think.
always chomping on a stale cigar.
And wearing an old trench coat.
Well, that's why the cruise ship episode was so fun, is because it's one of only like a couple episodes where Columbo was not in his typical trench coat. He's in like leisure wear for like the cruise ship.
Is he ever shirtless? I feel like he had a pelt.
Really hairy chest.
Seems very hairy.
Yes, really hairy chest. I think he got like his blood pressure taken and like unbuttoned his Hawaiian shirt. And I was like, goo, that's a lot of fur.
I would have gooed too.
Cream Queen.
Cream Queen. He also had, this is the most exciting thing that he had, an ice cream cone shaped swimming pool.
Oh, that's the right kind of rich. Man,
It also doesn't
fun.
seem totally practical for a swimming pool. Like you're headed towards the
point.
It's like, all right, I'm at the point.
It would have to be a flat-bottomed cone.
Like maybe like a normal pool with like a cool tiled cone on the floor that you could see.
No, it's a really narrow point at one end that no one can swim in. And you can't jump in because you'll like scrape your back on the other side.
Yeah, you're going to get stuck in the cone. He did say he had a lot of flavors that he really liked.
Oh, yeah.
He's insistent that him and his wife came up with pecan praline after a trip to New Orleans. They bought some pralines, came home and were munching on them. And then they were like, you know what, let's throw these in an ice cream. They believe it so much, they ended up suing Haagen-Dazs when they came out with the praline ice cream and like, no, that's ours.
Are you kidding?
I didn't follow up to see what happened.
Wow, good for
with
them. They're inventing things all over the place. Why not?
But he did say if he had a cone to his head, he would choose Jamocha almond fudge as his favorite flavor, which you and I just sampled. Pretty good.
I think it was really good. The type of ice cream that it is, which I've only kind of realized this recently, you mentioned the butterfat. Like it's a really like whipped kind of tasting ice cream. So it's really light.
That's the thing about what feels like a cheaper ice cream. It's almost foamy.
It's like it's aerated. And I think that is intentional to keep the cost down. Cause like you'll get like gelato or like those fancy ice creams that are like really dense and you can only have like a tiny dish because they are so dense. This, I can kind of understand you eating a whole pint because it feels like it's like 20% air.
It's almost like a hard milkshake.
Yeah, it's like a whip.
It's like a whip. Yeah. And I love that they're doing that and reducing the size.
I know,
it's
right?
like 14 ounces of whipped cream.
But it was good. Those almonds are good. I love coffee ice cream.
Yeah,
So
but
good.
it's a mid ice cream. It's not like a Grader's who still makes theirs 2 gallons at a time.
It's not a McConnell's.
Not a McConnell's, which I did see a review recently, and McConnell's won top spot for them. So we should be checking out McConnell's more. It's on sale right now, $5.99, which is a very good price for McConnell's.
Good to know because the scoop shop is quite pricey.
Yeah, that's why okay. Oh, and this is fun. So 1978, Irv decides he's ready to retire from the business and just live the good life.
Yeah, enjoy it.
The same year, someone else decided it was time for them to get their first job.
Okay.
Which ended up being at Baskin-Robbins.
Okay.
That person was Barack Obama. So he's in Hawaii and he's like, I need a job. He gets a job in a Honolulu Baskin-Robbins near his grandparents' home.
Oh my God.
And he would say it was not a glamorous job, but it taught him all about responsibility and the hard work of balancing a job and family and school. And he was quoted saying, I'll never forget that job or the people who gave me that opportunity and how they helped me get to where I am today. He would also say he ate so many scoops of ice cream while he had that job that he really had to take a break because he lost his taste for ice cream for a while.
Oh my gosh, how cute. Little baby Barack.
Little baby Barack.
Serving up scoops.
And Robbins said that was a policy he put in place that employees could have free ice cream because for him, it was better just to have a bunch of like full, happy employees than employees that were stealing ice cream.
Agreed.
Years later, Barack Obama would get up the courage to ask a girl he had a crush on a date. It's the summer of 1989, and he asked Michelle Robinson if she will go out with him and that he would gladly buy her a scoop of ice cream.
Full body chills.
He treats her to the finest ice cream that Baskin-Robbins has to offer.
God, I'm crying.
He says, our dinner table doubled as the curb. I kissed her, and it tasted like chocolate. And that quote is now on a plaque outside of that Baskin-Robbins in Chicago to this day.
Oh my God, that is so sweet.
How cute is that?
Darling.
Darling.
That's the sweetest thing I've ever heard.
We love them. Now, as any legacy brand goes, it's a family-run thing. Usually the baton gets passed down from generation to generation. Irv has a son named Jon Robbins who absolutely refused to take over the throne of Baskin-Robbins. Not only did he not want to take over the throne of Baskin-Robbins, he actively lobbied against the dairy industry.
Oh my God.
He became...
Is he like a vegan, like a militant vegan?
He became an activist and an environmentalist. He said, my father told me he believed that I was very intelligent, very sincere, and very crazy.
Okay.
He became a best...
We all have to rebel from our parents in our own ways.
I mean, yeah. You could be an instant millionaire and you're like, meh, I'd actually rather go against everything that our entire family has created.
With my soy milk. I like soy milk. I'm just being a little stinker.
You're basically him.
Yeah.
So in 1987, he writes a best-selling book called Diet for a New America. It sells over 3 million copies.
I've read this book.
Okay.
Yes.
So the funny thing is, and again, you just have to assume some of these things are true. They seem too...
Here, I have to look at a picture of this guy because I know what he looks like. Diet for a New America author.
Jon Robbins.
If this is who I think it is, this is really funny. David and I have a picture of this guy as a Christmas ornament because we read that book one year and we were doing a thing where we would make a Christmas ornament like around Christmas time that would kind of like signify like what we were going through at the time. And so I have a printed out photo of this guy with like yarn, red and green yarn around it. Like with the popsicle sticks.
Why do you keep saying this guy? It's Jon Robbins.
Jon Robbins. And then even the kids will be like, who's this man? I'm like, he wrote a book about veganism, I think. And your dad and I, we just got a juicer and we were really into, I don't know, being a vegan.
It sounds like you were living by the motto, if you want a different life, you have to do different things.
Oh my God, it's so true.
That reminds me of, I was dating someone once years ago, and I had a framed picture of Anne Rice on my coffee table, and he was over for the first time, and he's like, is that your mom? And I was like, no, that's legendary author Anne Rice. Why do you have it framed? Well, I met her at a book signing.
At that point, just lie.
Just lie.
Yeah, it is my mother.
That's my mother.
They didn't use that term yet, but now you could call Anne Rice mother.
Hey, mommy. She passed.
Oh.
Dead mommy.
Sorry.
I love Anne.
Let's move on.
Anyway, so according to legend, Irv is in his 70s. He's flirting with diabetes. He's flirting with all of these like illnesses. He goes to the doctor. The doctor's like, look, read this book, Diet for a New America. Take the advice in this, not knowing that his son had written it. Irv is like, okay, you know what? Maybe this is a sign. He goes home, reads the book.
He had never read it.
Never read it. Of course not. Took some of the advice, lived another 20 years.
Oh my God. His son was right. Maybe you shouldn't be eating ice cream for every meal.
Maybe I shouldn't. He passes away at the age of 90 on May 5th,
wow,
2008.
Fit as a fiddle. So healthy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That is wild.
Totally wild. So Baskin-Robbins today, like I mentioned, it's a 100% franchised brand. They have nearly 7,900 locations globally. They're in 50 countries, over 2,200 locations just in the US, over 365 of them just in California. They generate $2.2 billion annually in sales.
Wow.
Valued at like $1.4 billion. Oh
my gosh.
And now they're currently owned by Inspire Brands, whose portfolio also includes Dunkin', Arby's, Buffalo Wild Wings, and Sonic.
Baskin-Robbins will be paired with another place.
I feel like they used to be paired with Togo's.
Yes.
Togo's is like, if you don't have a Togo's, it's like a shittier Subway.
I used to love a hot pastrami from Togo's.
Ugh.
It's the only time I've ever had pastrami is from Togo's.
Oh my God.
Is pastrami good?
Babe,
I only know Togo's.
that's my Zingerman sandwich.
Oh. I like it really thin.
Zingerman's or Togo's. Togo's is like all those sandwich shops. They all have their own distinctive smell of like sadness when you walk in.
Togo's is like, I don't like the term meat flaps, but Togo's is very like, meat flaps would be the name of that air freshener.
Do you not like that term because that's what you got called in high school?
Yeah, I find it to be too mean. It's too close to home.
Yeah. Again, according to legends, a few little fun facts. According to, I forget who said this, they say they're 31 flavors, but over the years they've had well over 1,000 different flavors come. They're recycling flavors all the time. Some flavors that they have tested out that never made it to production: ketchup.
Ew.
Grape Britain.
Oh, no.
Lox and bagels.
Oh.
It's like you're just trying anything at that point.
Yeah, we need our own flavor.
And that's it. That's all I have on Baskin-Robbins.
Wow, how
that's
fun.
The story of the ice creamery. Now that you've heard the story, you know the lore, you know the family, you know how long it took for them to come up with Baskin-Robbins. Obama worked there. It's his favorite place. I wonder if they should have a sign that says Obama licked here. There should be something about licking.
There should be. There should be.
I'll work on it. Is it on brand or off brand?
I haven't had it in years, and it's one of those things that I feel
you
like
just had it 10 minutes
I mean,
ago.
like I haven't been to one in years.
Right.
I wonder if it's one of those things that the quality of the recipe has changed over the years for pinching pennies purposes.
We also don't know. I feel like you're not necessarily getting an accurate representation with the ice cream pint.
Sure.
We would have to go to the store, I think, and really know what
they probably are made in like completely different places. I was like, everything, yeah, sure.
Because the one in the store is probably made in a place where they make a million other ice creams.
Yeah, absolutely. Great point. My feelings about it are so strong and so nostalgic, and I have so many good memories that I would be a fool to call it anything other than an on-brand. On-brand for me.
Hard on brand?
It's a medium hard.
I'm going to say I'm semi-hard too. I like the
great.
nostalgia of it. It's also what is challenging for us being here in LA, and I've mentioned this before,
Mm-hmm.
locations of a lot of places like this in LA suck. Like the closest one to us is on Western by Hollywood Boulevard, and it's like feels a little crack denny.
It's like in like next to a Payday Loans place.
Yeah.
The one that was in the shopping center where I grew up was like next, like our grocery store we always went to, like a really good sandwich place, like probably you're talking about a Subway. No, I'm thinking about it. A Subway. It was like in like a nice little plaza where like I spent a lot of time and had like a lot of, regular business. Now you kind of got to go off the beaten path a little bit. So they're not on my regular rotation, unfortunately.
But I do like that we have the old school one in Burbank. I bet the ones in Ohio are still charming and cute.
Yeah.
But it is corporate. I mean, it's owned by the same place as Arby's now. It's
Sure.
like it's completely like the family's not involved
How warm
anymore.
and fuzzy feelings can you get about
It's no different than private equity when
Sure.
a portfolio like that just starts to get big. They're definitely going to cut corners. So I will say it's semi-hard for me just because it's lasted and it has a fun origin story. I like that, Irv probably followed this route because his uncle and his dad were involved in that.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like ingrained in him. I like when things get passed down by family. I like that John ended it and was like, nope, let's be healthy. Ended up like saving his dad's life. That's
who
kind
knows
of
how
crazy.
many lives he's saved.
I mean, this is your movie.
That's a really good point. Yes, it would make a great film.
Matt Damon is Irv Robbins?
Yeah, he could be any of them.
He could be any of them.
Does he have a
I
son?
am John Robbins? Does Matt Damon have a son?
Yeah.
I know nothing about that guy.
Me either.
He doesn't seem like
Is he married?
He doesn't seem like a dad.
I don't know anything about him.
I know nothing about that guy. Though I put on Born Supremacy for like 10 minutes
those
yesterday.
are good.
It was too loud for me while I was working. So I had to put on some rom-coms, which I'm going to talk about at another time.
Okay, great.
All right, there you go. Before we go, let's figure out who our freaks of the week are this week. I have already spun the wheel 4 times, and I need to spin it 1 more. And if you're wondering, what is a freak of the week? Well, those are our lucky listeners that play our Insta Egg game on Wednesday, get the puzzle right, get into our Wheel of Freaks, and win the lucky spin. I spin this wheel 5 times every week, and these are the lucky winners this week. Mikey Bray, Ricky Joe, Amanda Holloway, Dylan Hoyt, and Zach Jones. So thank you guys so much for playing the Insta Egg. I have so much fun with it. We had a record turnout yesterday
Oh my
for
gosh,
the
fun.
Super Soaker episode.
That's great.
A lot of people, we'll talk about that. We already talked about that on Off-Brand 2 days ago. But if you are not on Instagram, definitely join us on there. We post so many fun little things, little clips from the show, supplemental material, so you can see some of the things we're talking about. You can decide if John Robbins is hot. You can make an educated guess of whether Burton and Irv ever fooled around, used the whipped cream for more than banana splits, joked about their buns being banana splits.
I love that.
Lots of things. And if you don't follow us on YouTube, we would love it if you would subscribe to that. It's absolutely free to do, and it helps us out a lot. We're creeping up on 800 subscribers on that.
Ooh.
I am desperately trying to get to 1,000, and then I'll stop asking for a minute. So just click the subscribe button on YouTube.
While we're giving shout outs, I'd like to shout out a lovely listener who left us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. We have Scotty Green says, love it. Okay. Dip. Great. That's all you need. If you haven't left us a review on Apple Podcasts, please do that. It boosts the show. It boosts morale. Check us out on Instagram at OnBrandThePod, TikTok at OnBrandThePodcast. Play the Insta Gabe. Check out the supplementals. Chat with John in bed, in jeans, with peeps. With that, we'll be back next week with an all-new episode.
And remember, you guys, we may go off topic, and then we may go off topic when we're off topic.
True.
But we're always going to be on brand. So there you go.
Bye.
Bye.